A group of people who are in destructive relationships share their stories with each other, including Mr. Renfield, the movie star. The vampire Dracula introduced himself to Robert Renfield to have a deal with him. Renfield agreed with it due to his hopes. Dracula makes him feel that he is important and he also makes him familiar, causing Renfield to trust him and follow him, because Dracula needs to consume a human's life to regain powers, and Renfield power is coming from eating bugs. Dracula received a call from the vampire hunters who attacked him using a protection circle, causing Dracula to be unable to escape. But Renfield let him go, so they moved to New Orleans for recovery. Renfield was in a restaurant searching for a place and borrowed a pen. He was using his self help group mates in New Orleans by planning to kill their abusers and use them to feed Dracula without regrets. Renfield started to attack each one of the criminals who stole drugs in a warehouse, and he also got attacked by an assassin who's working for Lobo, a family of crime which was distributing drugs around the city. After Teddy Lobo found out that his monster got killed by Renfield, he drove away, so Renfield failed to chase him. He passed through a sobriety checkpoints and he made a car horn sound because he's in a rush. A police officer who's named Rebecca Quincy approached the driver who's making noise, then she recognized Lobo as a criminal. That's why she chased him with his cocaine. Teddy Lobo easily got caught and arrested. Renfield was dragging a killed criminal to be served for Dracula in a place where they stay and hide, which is a basement of a charity hospital. And Dracula did not like the dead body of the criminal he offered. He wanted it to be replaced by bodies of innocent people. On the other hand, Teddy Lobo was suddenly allowed to leave the police station, causing Rebecca to be upset. Later on, Rebecca met her sister who's named Kate, working as an FBI agent, and they argued with each other for a while. Rebecca was complaining because Kate was not using her time to get justice against Lobo even though she's working for FBI. After Teddy Lobo escaped, he got called by a security guard to say that his mother wants to see him. Teddy and his mother talked about their achievements and their enemies with pride. This scene is almost like a criminal investigation against Teddy until Rebecca discovered the pen that was given to Renfield in the past. It caused her to go to the restaurant with the same name as the pen's brand. Teddy Lobo knew where Rebecca is, that's why he followed her to trap her inside, but he doesn't know that Renfield is hiding in the restaurant while he's intimidating Rebecca. Renfield found a way to attack him and the other gang members, so it gave Rebecca an opportunity to fight back with Renfield, making Teddy pressured and escape. After the fight, Renfield and Rebecca introduced themselves to each other. Later on, Renfield shared his feelings and beliefs about Dracula, his master, with his self-help group mates, and they counseled him to focus on his own life to be more powerful. After the discussion, he began to change his attitude. He became hygienic and well-ordered. However, Rebecca kept arguing against the other police officers, saying that some of them are just getting paid by Teddy Lobo. That's why they're not using their time to find a way to take down Lobo. Then the new Renfield surprisingly arrived to meet Rebecca again and praised each other. On the other hand, Teddy Lobo was ordered by his mother to find the person who killed their allies, none other than Renfield. Teddy and his criminals arrived at his previous location, and he unintentionally met Dracula. When he admitted that his whole organization is about evil, Dracula stopped choking him. Because of Teddy, he learned that Renfield was saving the innocent people against the lawbreakers. So he quickly approached Renfield to be scolded slowly, because he wants the innocent people to be slaughtered and not to be rescued. Renfield responded by reading the reasons why he moved apart from Dracula through a book that is related to church. So Dracula revenged against Renfield's betrayal by slaughtering his self-help groupmates immediately. To be honest, if his self-help groupmates ran away after discovering Dracula, his master, the scene would be more realistic. So he wants to make the people Renfield care about to suffer. In the past, he was bringing his self-help group mates' abusers to Dracula until he unintentionally brought his abuser to them. Rebecca, with another police officer, encountered Renfield alive close to the dead bodies, causing Renfield to be arrested. Then the criminal suddenly came along with the paid police officers led by the mother of Teddy Lobo, who wants a vengeance against Renfield. Rebecca refused to give Renfield and she immediately escaped. The way she escaped is quite unbelievable for me. On the other hand, Teddy Lobo and Dracula had an agreement to be allies. Dracula wants the groups of dead people to escalate, and Teddy agreed to assist him in his plan. In the morning, Rebecca woke up in the place of Renfield who saved her life. She mistrusted him by pointing a gun. Renfield admitted that he was working for Dracula but he already wanted to make changes in his life. Later on, the corrupt police officers with the gangster suddenly arrive to pursue Renfield. He is hurrying to find a bug that will empower him. The fight began after he successfully caught a bug. As you can see, Rebecca fought back using a pistol. What a bloody fight! After that, Ted the Lobo happily showed up to present the vampire Dracula in front of his mother, Bella Francesca. When someone called Rebecca, Dracula came into Renfield's mind. Teddy's mother was the one who called and she warned Rebecca using her sister Kate, causing Renfield and Rebecca to prepare before showing up. Renfield faced the gang members who were empowered by Dracula and a fight began. During the fight, Rebecca deceived Teddy, that's why he let go of his weapons, then Rebecca shot him. The fight continued until the gang members got killed and Renfield took Rebecca away from Teddy. And it's the time of the two rivals empowered by Dracula to fight while Rebecca kept looking for her sister and Dracula standed behind her. Dracula showed her sister who's abused to near death and he offered Rebecca her sister's recovery in exchange for joining him. By the way, Rebecca killed Teddy by means of spinning back kick. So Rebecca pretended to agree, and its purpose is to open the shades, causing Dracula to be exposed to sunlight. He got away into a dark space to start the last fight. Renfield attempted to remove his teeth, but it's growing longer again. While Dracula was choking him, he remembered his self-help groupmate's advice that strengthened himself to beat the vampire Dracula, who got captured in a magical circle. So both Renfield and Rebecca took advantage of his inability to escape by separating each part of his dead body that they scattered under the land. But they're still not sure if the vampire would come back or not. On the other hand, Teddy's mother and Rebecca's sister are still alive, and it's all done.